So we are going through the biggest scam in human history since the birth of humans. And no, I'm not talking about the pandemic a few years ago. This is bigger. And as of right now, everything changes. So for those of you that have been saying, burn it down, let's end it, well, you're currently getting your wish. But the only problem with that said wish is recession, depression. Let me show you something. And then I'm going to show you how they're trying to end Elon's life. And this is what he said. And they're laughing about it. But what you are looking at right there, this is the Atlanta Fed GDP now. Do you see something a little off on that chart? I'll zoom in a little bit. Okay, GDP. All right, that's what. All right, so what seems to have happened here? That line just keeps going and going and going. It's still going. You want to know what else is going? The money. The money has stopped. Money is not flowing. No money, no flow, no GDP. Welcome to your recession. As this article says, sure enough, the Atlanta Fed just decided the U.S. entered a recession last week. Thanks, Mr. Trump. That's what people are going to call him because they're not going to like him. They'll call him Mr. because they lost their job, and GDP and recession plunged from 2.3 to negative 1.5, which is good news for Trump. He can impose tariffs and the Fed will have to cut rates. And I say, I don't care what the Fed does. The Fed doesn't control rates. Also don't control money. No one understands this. If you're like, what are you talking about? This is what I learned in education in college. The Fed, okay, no, they don't do anything. The banks are the scumbags. They have a balance sheet. And they set like a benchmark for what banks can lend to one another. Ooh, they don't even have to listen. The scumbag banks want to be at the auction to be able to buy the bonds from the Treasury. Which I think Scott in the Treasury is saying recession also. Which I don't know if it's just me, but his voice gets me. Let's listen in and see if you can hear the word recession being used.
The note today saying the probabilities of a recession are going up. Is that what your numbers show you?
David, it's early. I do think that we're seeing kind of the hangover from this excess spending in the Biden.
Is it? See, I can't. Bring Yellen back. And I don't know if he's AI. He glitches. I don't care what Scott does, whether he glitches or not, whether he cuts or not. The 10-year yield is what controls everything. It's the bond market. If you want to make money going down, up. TLT, it's opposite direction, which I've been in that trade for about 3 years, upside down. So, hey, for kids, don't be an investor, be a trader, because time in the market doesn't work. I was buying the dip before it was not even cool. Those of you that are like, I just need to make some extra money, it's not going to be in investing. Forever and always have to learn how to trade patterns. Sorry, it's work. With an investment banker yesterday, and he's like, I wish I could tell my clients this. That investment banker, like all the banks, they're your financial advisor. They get 3 to 4%. And the market always, and even when the market's down, they get 4%. You lose money. So when you are losing money, I don't want to hear the excuse of, well, my financial advisor, it's your responsibility. You subscribe to the channel. On this one, this is Bitcoin. This is a cup and handle. You knew right here. I said, hey, make money going off of this handle. Everyone made money. Double top. Don't break the neckline. It's going to go down. Everyone made money going down. Is it going to go lower? Do you see this right here? See this? There's no one there. It's going to go all the way down to 68. It'll hit 69. Bounce on the 200, come up, you'll make money up. Then collapse down to 26,000. Oh my gosh, you said these are probabilities. This is a trend line. Yes, I know we're not there yet. And yes, I have a track record. I have watch lists. I do this every day. Stocks, crypto, you name it. And I'm not pulling in investor numbers. I'm pulling in 132%. And these are all documented, and you guys are doing it. Also, if you want to learn how to do it, you got an hour and 16 minutes left. This price goes up. It's $199, goes to $299. I have a few videos left. It's over. This is futures. I may even not delete, but not allow anyone in ever again. I'm going to move on to how to do underwater basket weaving. Who knows? But only the smartest people in the world trade futures. I just want you to be that. So while we are in a recession, digits go up. Also, do what these guys do. Start businesses. Changes in life. Go into a job, you're not changing life. Be the kind of person that when the biggest scam in human history is taking place, you're there to fix it. And the heat, oh my gosh, this guy's getting Joe Rogan interview. Great interview. What's taken place is, quote, the biggest scam of all time. You got to listen to this.
Wow.
'Cause, you know, the biggest scam in human history is taking place. You're there to fix it. And the heat, oh my gosh, this guy's getting Joe Rogan interview. Great interview. What's taken place is, quote, the biggest scam
I think you're right.
Yeah.
What else
Like it's
could be
probably
better?
a $1 trillion scam. There's never been a $1 trillion scam. I think it's the biggest scam of all time.
This is not something you ever
Like
sought out
literally
to do.
the biggest scam of all
Ever.
time, ever.
Of human history.
Of human history, yes.
So can we just take a moment and go, wow, biggest scam of all time? We're not talking meme coins. By the way, SEC just said that meme coins are not considered securities under U.S. federal law. So the meme coins, anything that happens, you lose your money, they don't care. Let me help you. When you see it go really high, you shouldn't buy. Now let's listen into how everyone wants to end this guy's life.
But I think if I fully destroy the corruption and the graft, they will kill me.
That's a up thing to live with.
Yes. So I'm like,
Well, listen, I really hope they don't kill you.
yeah, thanks. I mean, I strive to be alive.
They're doing and creating and building and rug pulling the biggest financial scam of human history, ending people's lives, and people just sit back and they're like, well, maybe. And tinfoil hat guys like me, I'm like, this isn't a coincidence. Everything that has happened, and if you've subscribed and you're starting to think, you're like, maybe I'm wrong. I shouldn't listen to mainstream media. Maybe where's all my money going? Wait until the people wake up. I think they're waking up. And during the interview, they even talked about this. I won't do it. I'll just tell you. Elon Musk now just revealed that the government was handed $12 billion to build submarines. Not a single submarine was built. When investigators asked where the money went, Navy officials shrugged and said they have no idea. $12 billion, and it's happening all over. This stuff isn't just this isn't waste. This is like fraud, waste. People should be prosecuted. People should go to jail. I mean, all we're seeing right now is just people getting thrown out of the Oval Office. So I guess, okay, it starts there. That's fine. I'll take that. But listen to these scumbags. Like, here, watch. Sorry, I left this state. I couldn't do it anymore.
What we are doing is we're deploying these 1,200 plus units. You can see these units are not just, in every case, for one individual, multiple individuals in these units. We're hoping to get them constructed in a matter of months, not years. I wanted to say this summer, my staff said, press will attack us if we fall short, so we were saying the fall.
Talking about the tiny homes. How's that going, Gavin? Gavin Newsom, reality. March 2023, 1,200 tiny homes. By fall, cost, we'll round up, $1 billion. How many have been constructed? Zero. None. Where'd the billion go? I mean, it is nice to start seeing charts like this where the money is stopping, but so are jobs and people and lives. But it's all based on fraud. Sorry. Burn it down a little bit, maybe a lot of bit. Listen to these federal workers. This is just disgusting.
Email that came out wanting us to justify our jobs with five things we did last week was on Saturday night. And I was literally working on Saturday night to make up for all the distractions I had the previous week, which came from the executive branch. And so I'm working, trying to catch up on things, and then I get that email on top of it. It's very hard to keep your train of thought when you're getting threatened and harassed like that.
Sorry, you got to go too. So let's just cut all of this, suck it up. It's going to be bad. I'm telling you guys, click subscribe. I'll show you. I'll show you the charts. Whichever, if you want to see the charts of your economy or, your bank account, I'll help you on both ends. And then I'll even throw in a little CNN, a little politics, a little like, hey, are you sure you want to think that way? Maybe, yes, so, maybe so. But anyways, you guys, I love you. Thank you for trusting me with your time and with your money. And with that, I will see you tomorrow.